Welcome to Shri Chakradhar Education. If you are an IGNOU MSCIS student and the two project codes MSEP-028 and MSEP-038 feel confusing, this video clears everything in one place. So let us answer the main question straight away. In the IGNOU Master of Science in Information Security, which we call MSCIS, you complete two separate projects. MSEP-028, Project 1 is a 4-credit project in Semester 2. MSEP-038, Project 2, is a 2-credit project in Semester 4. And here is the key point. Both are governed by one common project guidelines manual. Who is this video for? It is for full MSCIS students doing both projects, for PGDIS students on the 1-year diploma exit route who do MSEP-028, for working professionals fitting a security project around a job, and for anyone writing their first IGNOU project proposal. By the end, you will master 8 things: the 2-project structure and its credits, how MSEP-028 and MSEP-038 differ, choosing a topic that actually gets approved, the proposal and the supervisor biodata, the full report structure and format, the submission routes and the slot calendar, the Viva-Voce and the evaluation rule, and finally, whether MSCIS is worth it with its career scope. Along the way, we bust 5 common myths. 1. This is not an MSc in cybersecurity. The correct name is MSc in Information Security. 2. MSEP-028 and MSEP-038 are not one project. They are 2. 3. You cannot start real work before your proposal is approved. 4. The proposal is not a short 8-page synopsis. The official manual asks for 15 to 20 pages. And 5. The proposal and the report do not travel by the same route. One quick note before we begin. Every fact in this video is built from official IGNOU sources, the program page and the Common Project Guidelines Manual. But dates and fees can change each cycle, so always confirm the live details on the IGNOU website and with your own study center. First, let us place these projects inside the whole program. IGNOU MSCIS is a 64-credit master's degree, spread across 4 semesters. The minimum duration is 2 years and the maximum is 4 years. To join, you need a bachelor's degree in any discipline. The medium of instruction is English only, and the program is offered by the School of Vocational Education and Training, which we call SOVET. There is also an exit option you should know about. After the first year, that is the first 2 semesters worth 32 credits, you can exit with a PG Diploma in Information Security, PGDIS. That is exactly why the project manual is written for MS, CIS and PGDIS together. A PGDIS student completes only MSEP-028. A full MSCIS student completes both MSEP-028 and MSEP-038. Now the 2 projects side by side, because this is where most students get confused. MSEP-028, Project 1, is 4 credits, sits in Semester 2 and leans towards foundational case study style information security work. MSEP-038, Project 2, is 2 credits, sits in Semester 4, and leans towards hands-on audit and testing work. Project 1 is done by both PGDIS and MSCIS students. Project 2 is done by full MSCIS students only. So what can Project 1 actually be about? The manual points MSEP-028 towards foundational themes. Think of a case study on cybercrimes in India, the application of electronic and digital signatures, security issues in e-governance portals, data leak and information disclosure case studies, awareness and password hygiene surveys, a security policy or compliance case study, or a risk assessment of a small organization, always framed around confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Project 2 moves up a level to hands-on work. The manual lists MSEP-038 themes such as a web application security audit, penetration testing inside a controlled lab, cloud server implementation and security, an IT audit of a defined system, a big data security case study, a mobile app security audit, malware detection and mitigation, and device and endpoint auditing. Here is our first myth bust. Many students search for an MSc in cybersecurity at IGNOU. Under that exact name, it does not exist. The correct degree is the MSc in Information Security, MSCIS. Information security is the wider field, protecting information whether digital or physical, and cybersecurity sits inside it. So use the exact term information security in your project title and objectives. Let us talk marks. According to the Common Guidelines Manual, the project report is evaluated for 150 marks, and the Viva-Voce for 50 marks, a total of 200. And this is critical. You must secure 50% in each component separately. The report and the Viva. Passing on the total alone is not enough. Do confirm the exact split for your own slot because these figures can be revised. A question every student asks: is the degree valid? Yes. IGNOU is a central university recognized by the UGC, approved through the UGC-DEB for distance mode, and a member of the Association of Indian Universities. The MSCIS degree is valid for government and private jobs that need a postgraduate qualification, and for a PhD in information security or computer science. In short, this is a genuine recognized master's degree. Now that the facts are clear, let us walk the full life cycle, from idea to Viva. Here is the whole journey in 9 steps. Read your courses and shortlist a real problem, confirm an eligible supervisor, write the 15 to 20-page proposal, fill and sign the approval proforma, send the proposal package to your study center, wait for written approval, and only then start the real work. Do the study, then write the report. Upload the report soft copy online, and finally attend the Viva-Voce and pass both parts. Before we go further, one golden rule. The single most expensive mistake in any IGNOU project is doing the work before approval. If the school asks you to change your objectives, your scope, or your method, then every test you already ran and every page you already wrote is wasted. Approve proposal first, then the real work, never the other way round. How much time should you plan? The manual encourages you to spend at least 4 to 6 months on the project. In weeks 1 to 3, read and narrow your topic. In weeks 3 to 5, lock your supervisor and collect the signed biodata. In weeks 5 to 8, write and submit the proposal within the slot. Then weeks 8 to 12 is the approval window. Do not begin fieldwork yet. And months 4 to 6 are for the actual study, analysis, drafting, and upload. The whole system runs on 2 slots a year. Proposals are approved in 2 windows, 1st January to mid-March and 1st July to mid-September. Reports are then uploaded in 2 windows, April to June and October to December. We will map the exact dates in a moment, but always confirm the live calendar on the IGNOU website. Everything starts with the right topic, so let us get that right. Run every idea through 5 quick tests. 1. It names a real security problem where confidentiality, integrity, or availability is clearly at stake. 2. It fits one system and one scope, one portal, one network, one app, not the whole internet. 3. You can legally get the data or access with written permission and an authorized controlled environment. 4. It maps to a course you actually studied, network security, forensics, web audit, cloud or Python. And 5. You can finish it alone in a few months. Our second myth bust: IGNOU does not hand you a fixed, pre-approved topic list. The manual gives example areas only, to spark ideas. And remember, an impressive-sounding topic is not a strong one. A small project with complete evidence always beats an ambitious project with weak proof. So take the shape of an example area, then insert your own system and your own data. To keep everything concrete, let us follow 2 running examples, one for each project. For Project 1, MSEP-028. Our example is assessing phishing susceptibility and password hygiene gaps. Among staff of a district cooperative bank branch, notice how tight it is. A named threat, a named group, a measurable behavior, and one location. You would simply change the branch and the sample to fit your own access. For Project 2, MSEP-038, our example is a web application security audit of a college admission portal using the OWASP Top 10 in an authorized test environment. This one is hands-on. A defined target, a recognized methodology, and, above all, written permission to test. And never ever test a live system you do not own or are not authorized to assess. Let us stay on ethics for a moment, because it matters more here than in most programs. A security project touches other people's systems and data, so always work in a controlled lab or on a system you own. Get written authorization before any test. Anonymize any personal data, and report your findings responsibly. Unauthorized testing is not research. It can be a crime. Keep your authorization letter in the appendix of the report. The proposal proforma asks you to name a project category, so choose one honestly. It may be a case study or survey, studying an existing problem or group. It may be an implementation, building or configuring a security control or prototype. It may be an audit or testing project, a structured audit or authorized penetration test, or it may be an analytical study, analyzing logs, incidents, policy, or forensic artifacts. With a topic in hand, you now need a supervisor and a proposal. So, who can supervise your project? Ideally, an academic counselor of the MSCIS or PGDIS program at your study center. It can also be a qualified subject expert with a strong information security or computing background. As a general rule, this is a postgraduate with relevant teaching or field experience, though you should verify the exact requirement for your slot. And crucially, the supervisor must give signed consent, which travels with your proposal. That leads straight to our third myth bust. Many students write a brilliant proposal and forget one single page: the supervisor's signed bio-data or consent. Without it, the proforma is incomplete, and the manual is blunt. An incomplete proforma is summarily rejected. It does not matter how good your topic is. Missing enclosures fail the proposal on paperwork alone, so attach every required enclosure before you seal the envelope. Now the proposal itself. The official manual asks for a 15 to 20 page proposal. That is not a 2-page note, and it is not a full report. It is detailed enough to prove that your plan is sound, yet short enough to review quickly. According to the manual, your 15 to 20 page proposal covers 8 parts: the title of the project, the introduction and objectives, the project category, the research methodology, the scope of the solution, the analysis, the future scope and enhancement, and the bibliography and literature survey. Then you attach the signed proforma on top. Let us make objectives concrete using the bank example. Objective 1, measure staff susceptibility to a simulated phishing test. Objective 2, assess current password hygiene practices. Objective 3, identify the top 3 awareness gaps. And Objective 4, recommend a practical set of controls. Notice: 4 verbs, 4 measurable outcomes. Every objective should be something you can actually show evidence for. Your method must match your objectives. A survey or questionnaire suits awareness and hygiene studies, like our Project iBank example. A structured testing or audit method suits OWASP-based web audits and controlled penetration tests, like our Project 2 example. A case study suits a single organization, incident or e-governance portal, and a tool or prototype method suits building and evaluating a security control. Our fourth myth bust. Some third-party sites call the proposal an 8 to 12-page synopsis. The official manual is clear. The proposal is 15 to 20 pages. Always follow the official figure. The proposal and the report are different documents at different stages, so do not confuse the two. And do not simply copy proposal text into the report. When sources conflict, the official IGNOU manual always wins. Once your proposal is approved, you build the report. Every IGNOU report opens with a fixed set of preliminary pages, a title page carrying your enrollment number, a signed certificate of originality, a certificate from your supervisor, acknowledgements, a table of contents, a list of figures and tables, an abstract or executive summary, and then Chapter 1 begins. The body then follows a clean 5-chapter structure. Chapter 1, Introduction and Objectives. Chapter 2, Literature and Background Review. Chapter 3, Methodology, Tools and Setup. Chapter 4, Analysis, Testing and Findings, the Heart of a Security Project. And Chapter 5, Conclusion and Recommendations. After that come your references in a consistent style and appendices holding your tools, data, authorization letter, screenshots, and logs as evidence. See how the same skeleton fits both examples. In the bank study, Chapter 3 designs the survey and the phishing simulation. Chapter 4 reports susceptibility rates and hygiene gaps. Chapter 5 recommends awareness training, and the appendix holds the questionnaire and consent. In the web audit, Chapter 3 sets up the lab and the OWASP test plan. Chapter 4 lists the vulnerabilities and their severity. Chapter 5 gives fixes and a retest, and the appendix holds the authorization letter and scan logs. On formatting, keep it clean and standard. Use a standard A4 layout, a readable body font, 1.5 line spacing, clear page numbers, and properly captioned figures and tables. Keep your references in one consistent style throughout. We have a full IGNOU project format video that covers every spacing and margin detail. So follow that, and we will not repeat it all here. How long should the report be? Focus on depth and complete evidence, not on page count. Widely circulated guidance suggests roughly 100 to 125 pages for a full report, but the official manual cares about quality, not a fixed number. A shorter report with real screenshots, data, and analysis always beats a padded one. Do confirm the current expectation with your study center before you bind. A serious word on originality. Your report carries a signed certificate stating the work is authentic and original, and not submitted anywhere else. IGNOU treats unfair means seriously, and such cases go to the Examination Discipline Committee, so cite every source. Keep all your evidence, and never reuse someone else's report. Original work protects your degree and your professional reputation. If you want to go deeper on a single step, we have dedicated guides. Our IGNOU Synopsis Guide covers the proposal and objectives step by step. Our IGNOU Project Format Guide covers every margin, font, and spacing rule. Our Topic Selection Guide turns a broad idea into an approvable title, and IGNOUproject.com has samples and full written walkthroughs. Your report is ready. Now, how and when do you submit it? Here is our fifth and final myth bust, and it saves a lot of confusion. The proposal and the report travel by two different routes. The proposal goes to your concerned study center by registered insured post or by hand in a labeled envelope, and it must be approved before any work begins. The report, by contrast, is uploaded as a soft copy on the link provided on IGNOU's website, within the report slot. You do not post the report to the center. When you post the proposal, small details matter. On the top of the envelope, write MSCIS/PGDIS Project Proposal, MSEP-028/MSEP-038. Send it to your concerned study center by registered insured post or by hand. Keep a full photocopy of everything for yourself. Processing usually takes about 15 days, after which you contact the center for the status. Now the calendar, and how the two slots link up. If your proposal is approved in the 1st January to mid-March slot, you upload the report between the 1st of April and the 30th of June, and your Viva is held around July. If it is approved in the 1st July to mid-September slot, you upload between the 1st of October and the 31st of December, and your Viva is held around January. Always confirm the exact live dates. What if the proposal is not approved? Do not panic. This is common. First, you receive written suggestions on exactly what to reformulate. Second, you revise the proposal, reworking the topic, scope, objectives, or method as advised. Third, you resubmit in the next slot with a new proforma, plus a copy of the earlier proposal and the non-approval proforma. And remember, an approved proposal is valid only for that slot. If you miss the report deadline, you usually get one more slot before a fresh approval is needed. Uploading the report is straightforward. Within your report slot, upload the soft copy on the link provided on IGNOU's website. Name your file clearly, keep the size within the portal limit, and save the confirmation. And always upload well before the deadline because portals get busy on the last day. Confirm the current upload link and format on the IGNOU website for your slot. Then comes the Viva-Voce, and it is compulsory. Your study center intimates you and conducts it, either face-to-face or online through Google Meet or Zoom. A Viva by telephone or email is not permitted, and it is never held at your home or workplace. Expect questions on your objectives, your method, your findings, and for Project 2, your tools and your evidence. And note this carefully. If you submit the report but skip the Viva, your project stays incomplete. So how do you pass? You need at least 50% in the report and at least 50% in the Viva, and passing both is compulsory. If you fail the project overall, you redo the whole cycle from a new proposal, ideally on a new topic, and a pro rata fee applies as per the IGNOU website. Do the work properly once, and you never have to face that. You have the full process. Now the honest question, is all this worth it? Let us answer it honestly. For a security career, the project is the most valuable part of the whole degree. It is where you prove that you can define a real problem, apply a sound method, justify your controls, and communicate your results, which is exactly what employers test. A strong MSEP-028 and MSEP-038 becomes a portfolio piece you can actually show at interview. Theory earns the marks, but the project earns the interview. And where can it lead? The program itself lists roles such as Information Security Analyst, Network Security Engineer, Security Consultant, Penetration Tester, Digital Forensics Analyst, Security Systems Administrator, IT Audit and Risk Support, and Security Software Developer. Security is a field of continuous learning, so treat the project as your first real portfolio entry, not the finish line. Let us clear 2 quick questions. Can you do the same topic for both projects? No, keep them distinct. Project 1 is foundational, while Project 2 should be more hands-on and technical. Do you need coding for the project? Not always. Survey and case study projects need little code, while audit and tool projects need more. 2 more. When can you submit each project? Only after you enter the relevant semester? Semester 2 for MSEP-028, and Semester 4 for MSEP-038. And where do you check your status? Contact your concerned study center because they process the proposal and intimate the Viva. Let us lock in the essentials. There are 2 projects, MSEP-028 and MSEP-038. Approval comes first, then the real work. The proposal is 15 to 20 pages. The signed supervisor biodata must be enclosed. The proposal goes to your study center, and the report is uploaded online. You need 50% in the report and 50% in the Viva. All testing must be authorized and ethical, and you should confirm every date on the IGNOU website. That is the complete IGNOU MSCIS project, from MSEP-028 to MSEP-038. Done right. For synopsis and report guidance, reference samples and step-by-step help, visit ignouproject.com or message us on WhatsApp at +91 93546 37830. If this helped, subscribe to Shri Chakradhar Education for more IGNOU guides. This is BK Sahni. All the best with your project.